que se va a ir, que se va a escapar.
That is going to escape.
Van a ir a Granada,
To go to Granada.
de Antigua,
Then
de San
from
Vicente,
Antigua,
van a ir
San Vicente, they're going
Aruba, van
to
a ir
Aruba, they're going
a
to
la Unión Europea,
European Union,
etcétera.
etc.
Debemos entonces
We must then
hablar con todos para
to
ver
speak with all to see
si podemos tener un
if we
marco
can have a frame
donde podamos
where we can speak
abordar estos temas.
about these issues.
Hoy estoy más preocupada
Today I am worrisome
de lo que he estado en mucho tiempo,
more than I was
cerca
in previous times about
de que algo
that
en efecto
something
ocurra,
effectively is going to happen,
de que surja y de que ocurra un conflicto,
that a conflict happens,
porque lo que está ocurriendo
because
en las
what is
fuerzas de
happening
Estados
in the
Unidos,
forces in USA make me think that it is going to be possible.
mi consejo entonces
My advice
es
then
que hagamos
is
gala de madurez,
to be mature.
puede haber compromisos sin tener que
There must be
comprometerlo todo.
commitment without committing everything. We have to be sober in this matter,
O sea que de lo que se trata
because
es de la supervivencia.
it is the survival. The matter is the survival.
ALBA-TCP
ALBA-TCP will keep on doing its work. We have a very important work to do.
Tenemos el barco de el ALBA.
We have the ALBA ship that it must arrive in October. I would like to see that ship, this ALBA ship. That inclusive before our independence declaration would be wonderful because it would be the first time since Marcos Galvez in the 90s established the station ship, and the Canadians in the 50 or 60 gave the federal town to the Western Indians. So it is the first time that after over 100 years they tried for the first time that we are going to have a ship that will carry out our goods. It's unbelievable. It has taken a lot of time since the independence of the English Caribbean in 60, and Garvey could do it in that epoch to make better the life of black people, and he went to jail because of that, and things two church freed him after some years in jail. They came back to Jamaica, and he died 40 years in England. He was a wonderful man. It has taken 100 years after his try to do it. So that's why we have many wonderful things in ALBA, the ALBA ship. We have problems with Petrocaribe, and something with the payment process, and that affected all of us, so that we have also something that is at stake in all this on our side. Not only Venezuela is the one that is at stake. Now, we have to be successful in our efforts at short term. Now, that success, it is between words. We could do it very costly. It's something against the sovereign
estar listo a pagar un precio.
But it is better to pay a price,
Pero somos quienes somos
but we are who we are,
y debemos tratar
and we must try
y ver
and see
cómo utilizar
how
todos
to
nuestros
use
esfuerzos.
all our
Y debemos
efforts,
ser decididos en
and we
esta
must
materia
be
y
decided
considerar
on this matter and to consider
cosas que quizás no hemos
things
considerado en
that
el
we have
pasado.
never considered before.
Mi país,
My own country,
San Vicente, en
San
Grenadines,
Vicente and Grenadines,
y yo le he dicho al ALBA y a
and I have said
a
to
las
ALBA
Grenadines,
and United Nations,
y lo diré también
and
mañana
I'll
cuando
say
hable.
that tomorrow when I
Vamos a
speak,
tener elecciones antes del fin de este año.
we're going to have election at the end of this year,
Y
and
hay venta de pasaportes.
there is a passport
Nos
selling.
están haciendo venta de pasaportes, algunos
Some-
pasaportes de China y
Some
de
Chinese
Europa.
passport
No
and
estoy
European passport.
diciendo,
I'm not saying
hablando
or speaking
mal
bad
acerca de estos países que venden
about these
su
countries
nacionalidad.
that
Nosotros
are selling their
queremos
nationality.
vender nuestro
So
pasaporte.
we want to
Hemos decidido
sell
que no
our
queremos
passport.
hacer esto.
We don't want to do that
Porque
because
compañías pueden vender nuestro pasaporte y
companies
nuestra
can
nacionalidad.
sell our passport and our nationality.
Esto, yo he dado
And
dinero a la oposición para que
And they have
salgan
given money to the opposition to take our government out
porque la oposición
because the
dice que ellos
opposition
también quieren
says
vender
that they
pasaportes
want to
y
sell
ciudadanía.
passport
Entonces,
about this nationality.
no solamente
Then it's not only
los estados pueden dar nacionalidad y
the
pasaporte,
states
pero
can
también
give
empresas
nationalities
con
and passport,
dinero.
but there are also
Eso no es-
enterprises with money. That is not right.
y hay que combatir
And we
esa
have to
tendencia.
fight against these tendencies.
Ahora, este es un nivel inferior
No.
de dolor y
This is an inferior level of suffering and pain
Cuba y Venezuela.
that the
Pero
ones
esta
that are
es
having
una
Cuba and
parte del
Venezuela, but
problema.
it is
Es algo que
a
perturba
part of the problem. It's already disturbed
la vida democrática
the
de nuestro
democratic
país.
life of our
Y
countries.
habrá consecuencias,
And there are going to be consequences because of that.
porque yo no me voy a quedar sentado
Because I'm not going to be
con las
keep
manos cruzadas
sitting,
y yo dejar que esto
folding
siga.
hands, and letting this to
De la
happen.
misma manera que Venezuela no se va a quedar
On the
con
same
brazos
way that
cruzados
Venezuela is not going to keep her folded arm. They must be ready
y hacer las preparaciones de acuerdo a las circunstancias.
and do things according to the circumstances.
Mi asesoría entonces, mi
My,
consejo
my
en
advice
esta
then,
situación difícil,
under this difficult situation,
quizá este no sea el foro,
Maybe this
pero
is not
necesario
reform,
para ello, pero creo que tenemos que pensar
but
en
we have
nuevas
to
maneras
think
de abordar esto sin
ways
ceder
to treat these
en lo
problems,
que debemos hacer a nivel
what we have
nacional.
to do in national levels.
Pero estoy preocupado,
I am worried,
muy preocupado.
very worried.
Bien, escuchamos a Gonsalves.